Okay. I'm going to make this one video, and it's going to be my final thoughts on the subject until I get further information. Okay? Alright. So, I have to do examples. Alright. Say you're in a relationship for a couple months. 2 or 3 months. So, really fresh. You don't even know, like, your boyfriend, girlfriend, but you just had the conversation and whatever. Okay, now if you're in that space, you really can't have expectations. Okay, you got to be a little fluid. I'm not saying to condone cheating. I'm not saying that, to condone any behaviors like that. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying be a little fluid. Okay, now if you've been in a relationship for a year or longer than that, like a year or a little bit more, then the boyfriend, you're kind of boyfriend, girlfriend for sure. Everybody in your family and your friends and whoever should know. And the kind of like expectations, not the expectations, but like whatever for the relationship should be established. You shouldn't do stuff. Your boyfriend should know what they should and shouldn't do, that kind of thing. Okay? And when you get married, if you get to like engagement, then it's more solid and whatever. And when you get married, like there are certain things that you just do and you don't do, okay? But you have to have time. But even when you're a boyfriend and girlfriend for like a year, you still have to be flexible and willing to hear each other out because it may look bad on the surface, but given more details, it may be completely different than what you thought, okay? But they're not even married yet. And she's treating him, and Electra's treating Will like her husband or something. And they're not even engaged or married or anything yet. It's kind of like if, to use the other couple, it's kind of like if Daphne were to put down all the rules and whatever. Okay, like technically she could because they're married, but they're like newly married. Okay, you don't do that. And if you do that, and if you live by a strict, rigid thing, you're not going to be happy because nobody is ever going to meet your bar. You know what I mean? Your boundaries, your whatever. No one's ever going to meet that. So when she broke up with him after he didn't do what she wanted him to do, I wasn't surprised because of whatever, but then also I was kind of like cheering for Will in a way of at least she stood your ground and said, "This is my house," and which I guess Electra was kind of pissed that he said my house and not our house. But come on, woman, it's just I should have known that relationship was blissful because it was just too whatever. It's like okay, like for the Kyle and Claire. I'm gonna use them for a second. I know I'm not talking about Lennar, but give me a second. Okay. Everything came too easy for them in the beginning. And it was all like great and cherry and all the things. But it was like too easy. The same thing with Will and Electra. Apparently they met and love at first sight and wham. It doesn't happen like that. I mean, if it happens like that, cool. And I'm sure for like, I don't know, 5% or something of the couples out there, it happens like that. But for the rest of us, it's like up and down and whatever. I'm not saying in the relationship. I'm just saying that, it doesn't happen like that. So for her to have expectations like that are totally wrong. Okay, that's it. So of course they were going to break up. And I'm not even saying that it didn't have to be written on the page. This is just common sense stuff, people. Like, you can't do that. All right. Bye, everybody.